Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're here in episode number 82 of our Pokemon White playthrough here on the channel. In the last episode, if you missed it, we encountered the legendary ice dragon of the Unova region, Kyurem. Did we catch it? Did we not? You have to go back and check out that episode and find out. If you didn't see that already, it is on the channel. Of course, you can go back. There's a link in the description to the full playlist. So in a little bit, we're going to check out the rest of this area and head back to Lacunosa Town and see what kind of stats we're looking at and what kind of Pokemon that we caught. Yeah, spoilers, I did catch it. Haha, I wasn't going to leave you hanging like that. Now, before we go anywhere out of this giant chasm, I want to make sure we've gotten all the items possible. To that end, first of all, we have a little bit of restoration to do because, yeah, it took quite a toll on us. A lot of Pokemon are kind of down and out for the time being. We're going to go for the revives, though. I think we should have enough to get everyone back on their feet. And then we'll do our usual team recap, show you who we are limping our way out of this chasm with. I could fly, but again, I want to make sure I get all the items we possibly can. I don't know if I can get back to this cavern area. Now, in that sense, I don't know if they would actually have you limited to... I'm going to leave Scruff actually in the lead. Excuse me, I'm going to choke a little bit too. Scruff is the fastest for running away purposes. But yeah, I don't know if they would make it so that you can't get back into this section. Or, I'm not trying to say. I don't think they would put any hidden items in this area if you can't get back to this section after the whole Kyurem thing. Anyway, first up is our Manectric Scruff at level 55. 65 would be a lot nicer. She is relaxed in nature. She has static ability, and we've got Discharge, Bite, Strength, and Flamethrower for the moves. Next, we got our level 52 Eradicate Squeak, who is relaxed as well. Wait. Oh, they're both relaxed. Cool, I didn't even realize that. He has the Guts ability, and he has Cut, Sucker Punch, Icy Wind, and Super Fang. Next is Chirp, our Pidgeot at level 53. He is careful-natured. He has Keen Eye for the ability, and we've got Sky Attack, Tailwind, Steel Wing, and Fly. Next is Majestic, our level 52 Altaria with a Naughty Nature, Natural Cure ability, and Dragon Pulse, Pluck, Dragon Dance, and Mimic for the moves. Next is our Hariyama Bukemon, level 53 with a Lonely Nature. The ability is Guts. The moves are Fake Out, Force Palm, Surf, and Smelling Salt. And last but not least is our Docile-natured Noctowl Smarty at level 53. He has Insomnia for the ability, and he has the Air Slash, Silverwind, Hypnosis, and Nightmare moveset. Alright, with all that being said, let us maneuver onward and just check out this area just in case we're missing out on any particular items. I should probably be using the item finder. In fact, can I fire it up right now? I'm thinking I probably can. Where's my key items? Dowsing machine. I keep calling it item finder, but you know what it is. So I don't see anything yet. Like I say, I'm probably not going to see any items in here because if you can't get back here, excuse me, why would they put an item that you cannot come back to pick up? Especially if it's something important like a, I don't know if they would be anything like this in here, but who knows? TM might be somewhere around here, but more than likely not. And looks like not. Yeah, no item finder reaction either. No dowsing machine reaction. I can't call it the right thing. Alright, so make sure we have all the items here in the giant chasm before leaving, though. And here is the one-way ticket out of Kyurem's territory. Boom! There we go. Now give me some time just to check this area quickly for last-minute items before we call it a day. I don't see any item finder reactions, so I'm going to assume that if there was anything hidden in those rocks, it would tell me. But I know there's more items to be found. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. I'm like Knuckles the Echidna on the hunt for stuff like this right here. Can't get to it just yet. I gotta find another way around. Did I just completely lock myself in? I think I might have. Alright, let's cut through here. So today is... nothing down here? Okay. Today is... not too busy of a day. Is there another item over there? There is. I've missed so many items. So today's not too busy other than like the class that I'm taking, my 3D animation and modeling course. But tomorrow, we got a lot of stuff going on. Not so much here on the channel, but there will be something tomorrow for the channel. But what we're working on is, first of all, at Heroes Beacon, we got us a League Cup tournament for Pokemon TCG for the Lost Thunder? Yes. I can never remember the name properly. For the Lost Thunder expansion. And is this... that's the way I just went. So let's go around this way. So we have that. And then pretty much right after that is complete, we have Totodile Community Day to take care of in Pokemon Go. Shiny Totodile going to be showing up. We're getting 4 times the incubator speed for our incubating eggs, which is also very awesome. I'm going to make good use of that if potentially possible. And there's the item right here. Alright, let's grab this. Get attacked first of all, of course. Find nothing important. Unless it was a shiny. That would be kind of important. Shinies are the most important thing in Pokemon, are they not? When you get a shiny, you're guaranteed that they have 100% perfect IVs. They have all the egg moves they could possibly learn, even if it's more than 4. You know, that's the thing about shinies. I'm actually making all that up. You know that for a fact. They're not as rare and super special as some people like to make them out to be. Not that they're not special. You know, they are unique, but... Wait a minute. Oh, I can walk under that rock. Ah, it faked me out. I thought that was a dead end. Alright, back around the loop we go again. It's a Ditto! So finally, we could find Ditto in Gen 5. We can start breeding up some of the Pokemon from the new generation, which might not be otherwise breedable, such as... Which ones are genderless in Gen 5? I don't even know that much about Gen 5. That's how much of a, as I call it, a stepping stone this generation was for me. It's a Clefairy! I like that. Excuse me, my voice is going to break quite a bit, apparently. That's how amazing Clefairy is. It breaks voices. It actually does learn Hyper Voice, I believe. If not naturally, then from a TM. Speaking of genderless Pokemon, Metang. I've got a shiny Metang in Pokemon Go. In fact, I'd be kind of surprised... No, I shouldn't say that. Let's say I'd be kind of surprised if most people do not have a shiny Metang, because, of course, they're one of the Community Day Pokemon, and they do tend to show up a little bit more commonly as shinies on those days. Alright, let's get attacked once again. Or not! Excellent stuff. And one last item to get. Come on, we can do this. Let's run through all the grass. Now, down here. Slip under this rock, and I think this is the last item we're going to pick up here. That is actually a very important item to have picked up. Ice Beam is a great move. Good chance to freeze. Well, I think it's a 1 in 10 chance, but got some decent power to it. Let's see all of my Pokemon who cannot learn Ice Beam. I think Squeak probably could. I think Majestic can as well. Let's see if I was right in my assumptions. Squeak, Majestic. Yep, indeed, both of them can pick up Ice Beam, but we're not going to use it for the time being. We're going to hang on to it, because although Squeak has Icy Wind, I like that. It's more of a utilitarian kind of move, if you want to call it that, where if it slows the speed of the opponent down, which Icy Wind always does, it puts the rest of our team in a good spot. And there's a slim chance you're going to freeze, but the fact that we could possibly, you know, flinch with a... Does he have Hyper Fang? No, we had to get rid of Hyper Fang for Cut. Anyway... Since it's specially offensive, it's not the most, you know, logical move for a Raticate to learn. But anyway, we're back here in Lacunosa Town, and we're going to heal up, and then we'll take a look-see at what our Curem is all about. Are we going to use it? I was going to say no, but then I realized there is something coming up, I think, in the next town, excuse me, that is going to be a bit of a challenge, especially for the Pokemon that we currently have. So I might decide to make use of Curem. I could also make use of Zekrom again, too. But we'll decide on that later on. Where are you at there? Curem, right here. So it's got... In fact, I want to learn about these moves. We've got Glaciate, Dragon Pulse, Imprison, and Endeavor. That was the 4th move I couldn't remember. It was using it. I just forgot it had Endeavor. So level 75, which is kind of cool. I thought it was actually 70. Completely forgot what it was. The ability is Pressure, of course, and so Glaciate, 65 power, 95 accurate. So you had a chance to miss some of those Curem. I mean, if we're gonna miss a 7% move in the last Pokemon Conquest stream, you could miss a 95%. Anyway, the user attacks by blowing freezing cold air at the opposing Pokemon. This attack reduces the target's speed stat, so that must hit both targets in that double battle. Dragon Pulse, of course, nice power of 90, fully accurate. No secondary effect. Imprison, locking down the opposing moves if they have the same attacks. And Endeavor, bringing down the target to the user's current HP. So, wait. Nature is lonely. Now, we got 2 lonely Pokemon, or 1? I don't know. I know Pokemon's lonely. What is that again? I think it is attack up but speed down. No, attack up, defense down. Okay, which is not bad, because it does have better attack stat, it looks like. But these are both specially offensive moves. Endeavor says it's physical, but of course it doesn't really hit physically. It just does a certain amount of damage. But, let me out of here. Thank you. There we go. But, that is that. I don't want to look in the PC boxes anymore. I'm good to move. Now, I wonder, should I talk to people here now that I have dealt with Kyurem? Do I know about City of Flowers? Yes, I do. Alright, we're going to go back into one of the houses, because someone there, a little boy, was talking about this big beast that shows up at night. And I've dealt with that big beast. It is now mine to command. Do you have anything to say about that? Nope, just about fishing. Alright, sounds good. Did he give us a fishing rod? I can't remember. I don't think he gave me anything. But I think he was letting me know about the fishing potential. Grandma loves old stories. Okay, so she told us a story about Kyurem. Snore, snore. What do you want now? Did you pick Nettles to my stories? Yeah. Okay, big hole in the ground. Oh, you're so tired. Crash down inside was big, really scary. Same old stuff. Wonder if I actually bring Kyurem with me if they say something different. I somehow have a feeling they won't, so I don't want to waste any time. I mean, I'm already wasting time as it is, going and talking to people who probably have nothing important to say. Ever since I took a post here, I don't really have anything to do. I'm so bored. I'm afraid all my policing muscles will shrivel up because I don't use them anymore. There are a lot of people in the world, and there are just as many different characteristics. Yeah. We spoke to you already. Same stuff. Where's the little boy? There's another building here, I believe. Question mark? Nope, but apparently down here. Alright, what do you say, little boy? Do you want to see a Kyurem? I could show you a legendary Kyurem. A scary monster comes out of the big hole, so you have to go home and be good. Nope, nothing new to be said. So I have a feeling catching Kyurem is just another bonus legendary. Kind of like Zygarde in X and Y. Or, what was it? Have I fought you? I think I have. Yep. Or, it was Necrozma in regular Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Before the whole Ultra Necrozma thing became a thing in the Ultra games, which was a pretty cool addition, I will say. I enjoyed it. It was an interesting battle, to say the least. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. For those of you that played through either Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or maybe watched the playthrough, that's also on the channel if you haven't seen it yet. Alright, where are we going? I think... Is it down here that we go? Hang on. I'm going to go talk to... We're going to check in on the Wingull here. So, let's go across this way. Oh, this is the dead end. Okay. So, this must be the fishing spot that guy was telling me about. That nice little bit of coastline. Alright, moving onward. And there's not too much... Oh, I was going to mention what's going to go on for the channel as well. I was going to say, not too much more to mention as far as Pokemon goes. But, as for our channel, since I'm going to be kind of busy with the different Pokemon events, the TCG tournament, and the Community Day for Totodile, since that's going to be kind of busy for me tomorrow, I'm going to be recording for Community Day. But, I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow evening of Pokemon Conquest. I am prepared to go after the Ghost-type kingdom of Spectra. Can we fish? I haven't tried fishing in these spots yet. But yeah, so I'm ready to take on Spectra, and I think we'll do that Saturday evening for a little bit of Conquest activities. Alright, let's see what we can fish up. We usually jump on these with Hariyama. Alright, what do we find? Something amazing, no doubt. It's an old generation Pokemon, which is cool to see in this region, of course. Level 35, we're done. Now, if it had been a shiny, that would have been a different story. I have not yet caught a shiny Shelter in Pokemon Go. I think I saw that my cousin had recently, Vex Evolution. I saw it was on his, when it shows in your friends list, recent captures. I saw that orange Shelter. I know you got that, Vex. I want to get one of my own someday, because they look cool. My husband can teach some Pokemon their ultimate moves. I'll tell you their names. All the starter Pokemon, basically. So this guy gives them what is basically the elemental hyper beams. You got the frenzy plant for grass type starter, fully evolved evolutions, whatever. You get the blast burn for fire types and hydro cannon for those water types. Don't have any of those with us at the moment, however, so we're going to be moving on. But do you think I should teach some of those moves to some of my Pokemon? You know, we have Sheldon the Blastoise, Blaze the Charizard, we got Sprout the Venusaur. In fact, we've even got such Pokemon as Skippy the Swampert. So we could potentially send some of those special attacks our way. Maybe. I'm not a fan of the not fully accurate kind of aspect, but they do have a lot of power to them. Alright, so where are we now? This looks like a pretty secluded spot. Seems reminiscent of the spot in Kanto where you find someone who teaches Fly just to, you know, buy your silence, basically. It's their getaway secret spot. I found this plate when I used the move Dive in the sea around Undella Town, but I don't know how to use it. You can have it if you like. We got an Arceus plate, the Splash plate. I want to point this out, though. How funny is it that, like, each of these plates that you get, they're not dinner plates, by the way, they're like slabs of something, but each of them has a certain name based off of what typing it is. So you have like the Zap plate for electric type, you get the Meadow plate, I believe, for grass type, yada yada yada. How funny is it that the water type plate that you get is named after the move Splash? I mean, I'm sure they didn't take the name from the move Splash, but it's just funny that it has the same name as the most useless move in Pokemon. I ain't talking about Z-Splash, by the way. That actually has a purpose. But standard Splash attack. It's kind of funny that Arceus' special item is named after that. I have another one. Take this too. Draco plate. That's for the Dragon type. That's very nice. These will power up the moves if I've given them my Pokemon. In fact, since we have no held item, let's give some plates. They say there's a sunken temple at the bottom of the sea around Undella Town. Those plates were resting in the temple. Maybe they're treasure. So let's go ahead and toss a couple of those plates onto our Pokemon, actually. Draco plate, we can give that to, well, obviously. Majestic would like to hold on to that, power up that Dragon Pulse. And Splash plate, I believe we have only one water move on our team right now. Here you go, Pokemon. Let's power that Surf up a tiny little bit. I think it goes up by 10% with these held items. I could be incorrect on that. It might actually be 20%. If anyone knows for sure, feel free to educate me in the comments. Again, I want to apologize. I've been pretty slack at responding to comments lately, but I do read them as they come in. So don't feel like your comments have fallen on deaf eyes, because I pay attention in my own way. I'm just really bad at responding. And I get to a point where it's been so long since I've responded to comments where it's like, I don't know how far back do I go to start and get caught back up again. You know, I can go back like 2 weeks, but then I think, if someone left a comment 2 weeks ago, they probably already moved on, you know? And, I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt just to respond anyway. Alright, we see a love disc. We see a reason to wander onward. Excuse me, and clear the throat. Now, can we avoid battle from this glasses man? Apparently so. If you run past trainers, I believe they look right at you regardless of, you know, where they're going. Haha, we made it. Okay, this man, I bet I could run past him and he wouldn't even notice. He's so wrapped up in his fishing, we'd be perfectly fine to bolt past. I see another bubble spot. I'm going to leave that for now. What can we find over here before popping into this place known as Undella Town? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I see a trainer. I'm trying to avoid them at all costs, at least for the time being. Can't go this way? Why? I don't like the look of this drop down. I'm going to take a chance. Wait, before I do that, I saw there was a little bit of an island out here. Let's see what's over here. Could be some special items, maybe? Who knows? It's been forever since I played through this generation and got to this point, so I can start exploring, you know, the other areas. Oh, you see a nice item that's just splashing in the water for some reason. Why is that Pokeball turning up all this flotsam and jetsam? Deep sea scale. Not bad. Those you can find on Wild Relicanth in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Oh boy, it's so fun hunting Relicanth. You know, I'm sure many of you that were taking part in our reverse GTS a while back are aware of how fun it is to search for Relicanth. It was quite a time. I tried doing it a little bit myself, just to try a little bit of random shiny hunting for one of our live streams, basically to test out my internet strength. and they don't ever call for help. Well, okay, they do, but nowhere near as often as I would like for shiny hunting. Alright, let's do this. Let's bite the bullet. We're going to jump over here, avoid this karate maniac, wherever he is. Where is he? A little bit further. Alright, another watery, bubbly spot. Alright, let's jump down here. There's no turning back now. We're stuck. Where's that? Where does that take us? I guess this was the path to take to get to Undella Town. We're on Route 13 still, which means, oh, we're almost at Route 14, and that's where we're going to find the last of the sages. I don't like the way you're staring directly that way. What if I can fake her out? If I run... No, I guess she's going to keep staring that way. I wonder if I could actually avoid her. I think I can. I'm going to walk through the grass. Get attacked by wild Pokemon, but that has a better chance to find a shiny Pokemon than fighting a trainer does. Have you folks ever found yourself battling a rival trainer that has a shiny Pokemon? I don't know if it can happen, or if so, how often or how rarely it can happen, but it did happen to me once in... Those kids almost saw me. It did happen to me once in Pokemon Battle Revolution. I was in Courtyard Coliseum. While using the X transceiver, press left, right, up, or down on the control pad. The appearance of the screen changes in varied ways. Really? I did not know that. But yeah, so I was battling somebody in the Courtyard Coliseum, and he sent in a Magcargo, which was shiny. That was very surprising. I didn't realize, you know, computer players could have shiny Pokemon like that. We got us an Electrizer. That is useful for evolving a nice Electabuzz into Electivire, which I have to do soon in Pokemon Go. I did recently get another Sinnoh Stone from trainer battles. Was it versus the team leaders? I can't remember. It might have been a random battle against another player. Actually, I think it was another player, if I recall correctly. And I will take another Sinnoh Stone. I'll also take that TM. That's very nice. Psychic is decently powerful. I'll probably teach it to a couple of my Pokemon, but I'll hang on to it for now. Because the next battle I see in our future is one that I don't know if my current Pokemon are, you know, up to the task for. Do you folks know what I'm talking about? If you don't, you will know soon enough. Alright, let's slip back through the grass again and avoid this trainer. I mean, we should be battling to get the experience, but not just yet. I might do some of these trainers in a grinding montage. But then I don't want my guys to get too high level, because the higher level they get, the less likely they are to return in future playthroughs. Because the higher they get, you know, I basically bring back Pokemon from lower levels going upward, and if they're higher than, say, you know, level 50 right now, they're not likely to see the light of day in the next playthrough. Anyway, do you check the electric bulletin boards? The news about Pokemon mass outbreaks is hot now. I did find one about Minun, which was interesting. I'm one of the gate receptionists. Our assigned place has changed daily. Can you believe it? No, are you basically the Officer Jennies and the Nurse Joys of the region? Anyway, we are here in Undella Town. Although I think my team is fully healed, I'm going to pop in here anyway and make use of the Pokemon Center so I can unlock this as a fly location. Now, I don't know if that's a thing. Do you need to use the Pokemon Center to make a new area a fly location, or just arriving in the town? Is that all it takes? I've never tested that. Basically, after I get to a new town, I don't want to risk flying away from it and not being able to come back quickly. Hello, boy. Do you have a villa in Undella? You are rich. As a token of our new acquaintance, please accept this. Didn't I find one of those already? I did. Isn't the prism scale beautiful? It may be good to let a Pokemon hold it. What kind of Pokemon, I wonder? Speaking of Feebas, apparently, next weekend, a special event is happening at Pokemon Go where shiny Feebas is being released through research tasks. That's kind of interesting. Another shiny being added to the game is always nice. Okay, what can we find up here? There's got to be a hidden item. Let's get our dowsing machine fired up once again. We only got a little bit of time left, but we should be able to find something at some point. Check this out. Why then? Oh, there is something out this way. Alright. I vaguely remember doing this before. Oh, there's trainers. Don't know if I want to take on the trainers just yet. So maybe There's only about a minute left. I'm going to head back into Undella Town, and prepare to check out the sights in the next episode, if I can get back there at some point today. At least shine for me, Wingull, if you're going to slow me down like this. Alright, we're going to leave you for the time being. We're not mean enough to discharge you into oblivion. Unless you attack me again. Then I might consider it. Oh, wait. Wait. We got Stardust. That's cool. Oh. We got a Pearl. Can we find a Diamond now? Or perhaps a Platinum? No? Alright then. But yeah, that's going to be a wrap for today. Let's wrap it up with one last fishing. No, you know what? Let's jump on this. Let's go, Pokémon. What do we find? But that's going to be a wrap for today's episode. I want to say thank you, folks, for hanging out, checking things out today. Next episode of Pokémon White is going to be on Monday. Over the weekend, we got a Pokémon Conquest live stream for Saturday evening. And Sunday, I have not planned anything just yet, but I might be able to get my Totodile Community Day video edited in time to upload for Sunday, so stay tuned for that over the weekend. If it's not up on Sunday, I'll try to have it up for Monday and see just how many shiny Totodile I catch in Pokemon Go. I'm no longer focused on getting every shiny that there is, but, you know, if I can find a few, I'll take them. Generally, I like to see if I can get 4 shinies of a certain Pokemon for Community Day. That way I can have a shiny of the basic, a shiny of Stage 1, shiny Stage 2, and a shiny Stage 2 with the exclusive move, which will be Hydro Cannon. But that's it for today, so if you do want to check out more Pokemon White, you can check the link in the description, of course, to the full playlist. And I want to say thank you for watching today's episode, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to let me know by clicking the like button down below. And if you want to see some more content from myself here on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel today, or you can now join as a member as well. If you go to gaming.youtube.com, navigate to my channel and find the join button, you can get some members exclusive perks for helping to support myself and the channel by signing up today. But if you want to see some more content from myself, I've also got links in the description to my Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. You can see some of my cool looking 3D modeling and animation projects along the way from the course that I'm taking. But that is going to be a wrap. So once again, folks, thank you for checking things out today. Professor Chaz is signing off. Not looking forward to who we're about to meet in Undella Town, probably in the next episode, but that's for Monday. Until then, I'll catch you next time.